Hey, what's good? C4 Explosives is a rapper out of Chicago. He's currently living in Florida where there's tons of brown people, therefore, tons of deportations. He's used that situation as motivation to make this banger of a song, and he wanted me to do the music video for it. I thought it'd be cool to react to the music video with C4. He was excited to come on the channel so we can catch up and share our thoughts on the song and the video. This is my conversation with C4 Explosives. Before we get into it, remember to go to coconutjustice.com to get you some clothes I think would look good on you. Let's go. All right, everyone. Here he is, the artist of the hour. That dude. I told you he was bad. You guys, C4 Explosives is here. What's up?
What's cracking?
What's going on, kid?
Man, just breathing, man. Just
Yeah.
just trying to get this out there as much as possible.
Yeah. The song or the message or like let people in, fill people in on what you've been up to and what your current efforts are or what your focus is on.
Yeah, man, I was out of the music game for a little bit. Still kind of writing and doing stuff and freestyling to myself in the car, thinking
Yeah.
I'm the dopest, you know. Um, but it started getting, I don't know, being down here in Florida, it was just kind of like there's nobody to really vibe off of. So I kind of
Yeah.
lost it a little bit. And then all this stuff started stirring up with the whole we'll say the administration. We'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
And like, man, it just started affecting every aspect of what we do, and how we move, and it started bugging the shit out of me, man, really bad. And so actually, I wrote this track like most of it 2 years ago
Yeah.
when the George Floyd thing happened, and I didn't release it, and it bugged me that I didn't. It really bothered me, and I played it back and I played it for people, and they're like, "Man, that's pretty dope." I'm like, "Oh, cool, man, thanks." Just like all the other tracks that sit in the archives, and then I listened to it in February when I started realizing that the 50-51 movement started doing protests, and I was like, "Man, this is exactly what's going on right now." I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"How is this still relevant? Like all the shit that's going down is the same shit that's been going down, you know?"
Forever.
And I was like, "Damn it, man, this." I feel like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. And
Yeah.
like so I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. And so I rewrote it. I rewrote the hook. I threw the, couple name drops in there, and then I adjusted some verses, and it is what we have right now, man.
Yeah.
And
So how'd you get into hip hop and all that stuff? Like
oh
what made you
man,
think you're a rapper?
what made me Warren G and Nate Dogg made me think I was a rapper. Me and my homie, man, Mr. Words, we were I was 14. Man, I was 94, man. That was a long time ago. And he had the deep voice and I had the high pitched voice. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be Nate Dogg." I'm like, "Yeah, you should be Nate Dogg," because I can't cut it. So we were regulating all through the neighborhood, and that's when we wrote our first track or whatever what it was. So
Yeah.
and then it didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
been fun ever since.
I remember meeting you. I don't remember. It was like probably a couple years after that, but like we met, and that's one thing that I remember of you. You always had some sort of notebook. You're always writing something, and
Yes, sir.
we be cracking on you too. Be like, what the? Get this
This,
little thin ass white boy out here.
yeah. Man, I'm brown too, man. I'm brown too. Yeah, man.
No, but I always liked, like, I remember one time, like, I took you, was it 606 that I took you to? Like, one day we were hanging out and you said something, oh, no, there's this freestyle thing and da 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 da. I was like, fuck it, let's go.
I think so, man. And then you're the one who actually like introduced me to the underground for
Yeah.
Chicago, like Risky Business and individual, and then Reap and Link was
Yeah.
one of the main guys there for me that actually gave me the like I guess it was a emerging lane into like running in there like with the 800-pound gorillas and stuff like that, Mike One and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out, rest in peace, Mike One. Shout out Ryan
Yeah, man.
Brockmeyer.
Yeah, man. And then, from there, like I was able to rock shows with Quail and like, oh, like just like really cool shows, man, that really just got to embrace another aspect of the culture because I was doing a lot of shows on the South Side, like
Hmm.
95th and Orion, like over in the Cotton Club, and like I was running different avenues, man. And but I was a backpacker, man, and it was just like I never it was like I never fit in anywhere, and it's just like the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not Mexican enough because I don't speak Spanish. I'm not white enough because I'm too brown. Like I never had that lane. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
eh,
tell me about it.
I'm like, damn it, man. I'm like, you know what? Forget everybody. I'm gonna fuck with everybody, and that's what me and my guy did, man. And we just said, you know what? Let's not be a backpacker or not be this dude. Like we're gonna be us and just try to just make music that our grandparents will listen to, and the hip hop heads could listen to, and your mama could listen to, like my kids could
Sure.
listen to. You know what I'm saying? And we just wanted to
Sure.
make music that was just good music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's what I did. I say that there's different flavors. Like when I talk to people who aren't fans of hip hop, I'm like, you just haven't heard the right hip hop for you.
Right.
Cause yeah, like we got people that talk about taping people up and putting them in trunks and stuff like that, and drive-bys and stuff like that. But we also have the educated stuff. We have the
Yeah.
stuff that's trying to teach people, that's trying to wake people up, like the original woke, not
Yep.
the silly shit that they're trying to use it for now. Not that stuff.
No, absolutely. You could hit them with a I would hit them with my notebook and then they fall into the trunk. You know what I'm saying? How'd you end up in there, man? I don't know, man, but he got hit with some shit.
I saw a notebook and I'm in the trunk now.
What is all these notebooks doing in here? Damn it, man. You gotta clean this shit up.
So who helped you produce this song?
Um, Man, a very humble man. His name is Calavera.
Yeah.
He's worked on a couple of my joints, and actually, he gave me this beat about 4 years ago,
Yeah.
and I took a journey up to Chicago with the wife and kids and the dogs. It's like the Beverly Hillbillies. We went up there, and Charles Bradley, who's on the sample, like was our soundtrack.
Yeah.
So then I uncovered the track that he sent me like a little while ago, like shortly after we came back, and I'm like, man, I know this song from somewhere, and it just fit. Like, but he's a cold dude, man, and I just recently reconnected back up with him after I told him, hey, man, you're still relevant, bro. Like, you still make good music. Please dust off the keyboard and all your equipment and let's go.
Yeah.
So I just chopped it up with him, and we plan on doing a lot of work together.
Good. Cause this one is a banger. Right when you sent it to me. So let everybody know how we reconnected.
Man, it's it's so I was like, man, this needs some visuals to really like hit home. Like, cause the song is cool, but the song by itself is just something to press play to and like imagine shit. And I was
Right.
like, man, who do I know that who's got skills in the visual department? And like I was siphoning through the interwebs and all that, all my connects, and I'm like, man, this guy right here is like he was here the whole time. You were always here the whole time, man. But it's like there's no coincidences. It's all timing is like in God's hands, man, and He knows when
Exactly.
things need to connect. So,
Exactly.
and then
Because
you're
I'm
like,
telling you, like I, right when I heard this song, I started getting excited because I could see it playing in my head. I saw all the pieces, and for me, it was exactly because like if you haven't noticed, if folks catching up to this, my channel went from just travel videos and art tutorials to like wake your ass up content, and I'll
Yeah.
still do tutorials and stuff, but that wake your ass content, I'm trying to shake everyone's cage to let you know, like, we're in this together.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let people on TV tell you who we are, especially who we are to each other.
Absolutely.
And uh and and when you sent me this song, man, it was just it was
It's go time.
I've been loading the pistol, and this thing came out. I was like, "Oh, it's time to fire now, son."
You're
And
like,
then yeah, I
hell
saw
yeah.
it like right when it like caught me exactly in the field. So, I went and got lifted, thought about it,
Let him marinate a little bit.
let it marinate a little bit, because I knew like when I have that strong of a reaction to something, I know that there's something there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew like this was something that I wanted. If I was a rapper, this is what I would say.
Man, that's
And
what's up.
there was a couple people that I sent it to that they're like, "Yo," like I said, right? I said it's like he wrote it for me, but he's had it and he came out and it's exactly and it. So it was easy for me because if I could do what you do, this would be what I would make.
That's what's up, man.
So it was lined up perfectly. And so then I just made the visuals to what you were saying.
It
And
was a
that's how
it's a tough song, man. Like s- like you don't want, man, it's really hard, man, because there's so many avenues that are you're like with this song that you're like you're gonna confront there people are gonna confront you, right?
Mhm.
And they're gonna be like, well, I believe in this and I believe in this and I understand what you believe. And I try to make it from a point of like compassion, right?
Right.
Whether you're right or you're left or neither or both or I don't know, man. Like we all got a little bit of the elements in us,
Right.
and we all want to be good people and be good to people. We want fundamentals, whether conservative or liberal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I always wanted to come to a place from a place of that, so that way we have a common ground, and then
Right.
more or less they'll be like, okay, I got you. I can relate to that. I might not agree with what you're saying, but I agree with what you're saying because this hat tells me I can't agree with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
um,
Right. Yeah. If a piece of clothing if a piece of clothing answers all the questions, you know, that piece of clothing has too much power over you.
oh yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't let anyone or anything have that much power
no
over
man,
me.
it's sim-
If you're here, we are equal. I will help you. If you help me, then we can get it popping together.
amen, man, absolutely.
That's how I see it.
No.
With that being said, let's switch over to the uh, to the music video. I'm gonna let you take control because if you want to set it up in any way, like try to explain to folks kind of like what you've been seeing, your frustrations and stuff with what's everything that's happening, or you could just hit the space bar and we roll.
Well, it's called fight. So I wanted to make it. I was like, man, it's got to mean something, just like my name. I just don't want it to be a name. It says C4 Explosives. I wanted it to be a persona, a personality, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted fight to be an acronym, and it immediately clicked because, like, uh, so in April there was a protest out here where I'm from in West Palm, right?
Uh huh.
And I wanted my kids to go. So we packed up. My wife, it's like we're always packing up, but let's go. We roll. We roll. We're a tribe. You know what I'm saying? So,
Sure.
so my wife and kids and our neighbor, we went down to West Palm and we're like, we're gonna go to this protest. I wanted my kids to know that they don't have to be scared. There are people there that feel the way they feel, think the way they think, and are not afraid to voice their opinion.
Uh huh.
When I'm commenting on these posts, I'm gonna make sure you show up, you be seen and be heard. So so fight stands for freedom and gathering here today. Don't be afraid to show up and fight.
Yeah.
And that's with that being said, man, let's run it.
I can't believe some of the things that I've seen with my very own eyes. Flagrant hatred, pigs in a blanket, suffocating black and brown lives. The revolution is televised, television news is so full of lies. Distorting visions, twisting.
I'm gonna stop it right there, real quick. As a creative approach for me, like I saw everything. Like what the first thing that I did when after I heard the song, I instantly asked you to send me the lyrics because I wanted to see what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the song got even doper, I saw you in a suit and I saw you reporting. Cause like to me, hip hop music and even graffiti to a certain extent, but hip hop music itself is kind of like the streets telling you the news. Like this is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted that. I wanted the very beginning, the TV thing that comes into it. It serves kind of two purposes. One, it's a noise that drives people crazy. So I wanted you to wake up.
Right.
And then you saw the house burning. Like that's literal, not literal, but it's it's there. Um, and then I wanted it to be like a newscast because we're telling you, yo, like wake up, this is the news. They're taking you for a ride or whatever it is.
Hmm.
And I know that this is your buddy's taco truck. This taco truck is gorgeous.
Man, they got good food too. They got really good tacos, man. Not gonna lie.
Anyway, shout out to I forgot what his name is. It's all over the video.
His
But
phone
if
number's
you're
on there
in,
too, man. That's some plug
oh
right
yo,
there.
call him because apparently he's got good tacos.
They DoorDash. I don't know how far though. Be careful.
Here we go.
Victims into submission, there's wolves amongst us in disguise. But who do we trust when it's just us? Injustice is blindfolded. Elon Musk and Donald Trump got so.
And now that we see that, and I'm sorry, people always getting mad at me for stopping a lot, but I got a lot to say.
Do it, man.
I
They
sent
can always
this over.
replay it.
I can always, yeah, we're gonna leave a link to the music video in the description and up here somewhere too. But I sent this to some of my folks, some of my buddies that are in the creative industry, and they're like, "Bro, was this iPhone?" I said, "I mean, yeah, like parts of it, but like we do what we can." They're like, "You even got iPhones looking pro." Like,
Yo, that's a Samsung A53, homie.
it's so funny. It's so funny. And then I shout out to Coney Rock. He's another creative
Mm.
just beast in Chicago. I sent it to Coney, and at the end you'll see. And he said, "Hey, did you do that with the TV?" I said, "Hell no. This video has zero budget."
Exactly. I found that on the streets. I'm like, hold up. It's perfect.
All right, here we go.
Much money they think they can own us. You want those to control us? Hell no, we won't go down without a fight. But we need a leap of faith to look before you leap. We need
This is one of my favorite parts.
But fear no man, only God. That's what we say as we get on our knees to pray. But it's
Yo, right there, man. Oh man. So the past like 2-3 years, man, I've been hitting church hard.
Yep.
I've been even doing a little ministry, and I see that there's a lot of responsibility that comes with preaching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I so I didn't take when I saw initially when I saw the image of the people in church, I was like, I see, this is what I envision, man. People are just sitting there and just like waiting for someone to say something.
Yeah.
Everybody's idle. You know what I'm saying? They see these things on TV and they're just like they get frustrated, they get pissed off, they they get mad, but they fight in the house. They fight
Hmm.
inside their souls, and they don't go out and do anything about it. And seeing these images, and this is the image that spawned the track in general in the first place. And like it hit so hard, man, and I wanted it to be the voice for somebody that wanted to just scream their lungs out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or like
Yeah.
or just throw something, I just or like piss people off, play it, you know what I'm saying? Um, Not to go off on a tangent, but Ari Melber, I saw a clip on TikTok. He was interviewing Chuck D, right?
Hmm.
And he was talking about fight the power. And Chuck was like, we didn't make music for people to love. We made records to stand the test of time. And he's like, he didn't want to make music for people to dig it. He wanted to make music for people to be affected by it. And
Yeah.
and when you said when you were at the Public Enemy concert, man, it all connected for me, man. It
Yeah.
all connected for me. And you said you got that same vibe, and I'm like, man, that's what's up, man. That gave me like some um purpose. Like I'm doing this for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Way too many things. Way too many things lined up perfectly for this. Way too many things.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, yeah. So I wanted to. You'll see. There's. I like hidden meanings and stuff like that. So you'll see. There's those bits and pieces of different social movements that I wanted to show. So we see a lot of black social movement. This was actually a clip from a Malcolm X. I wanted to use some Martin Luther King Jr. and all that stuff, but I kind of wanted to leave their respect there and then kind of let them know, not for anything, but I wouldn't mind picking up the baton to help us get
Hmm.
to a different level.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm all in now.
That's
I'm
it.
all in now. You
I
know.
was looking for Chuck D. Like, yo, man, I got you. Let's tell Flavor Flav, let's roll.
Yeah, and we got some Cesar Chavez footage in here too, because brown folks have been dealing with this stuff for a long time. There's other movements in here. When they start to show up, I'll try to point them out. But it was trying to let folks know. Oh, and the old fashioned TV is
Mm.
because these struggles are old fashioned. Why are we fighting the same exact fight?
Yes, man.
The same exact fight.
Same shit.
That is old, is played out.
Yeah, man. You killed it on this, man.
What we say is we get such a shame when the police use
And I
their
wanted
knees
this
as
to
a
be
whole
right in their
different
face.
type of
Remember why
fight.
we were in
Tidal
the
wave crash
streets.
and blasphemous. Mother
Yeah, man.
Nature's kicking her ass, asking us, why do we pillage a universal village just to leave the world worse off for all of
Shout
our
out.
children? It just doesn't make sense.
There he is.
But I guess in the pursuit for the mighty dollar, it doesn't
That's
have
what's
to,
cool right there,
because
man.
change actually gives we the people the power. But stay in your lane, don't make waves, don't ask
Old
questions,
played out
stay in your cage, otherwise they'll add
views
our
right
name to the
there.
list of all the innocent people that have been slain. Open your eyes, this is genocide. Set aside all the foolish pride. Listen, what hates the opposition, we all must be unified. We the people, created equal.
He produced his ass off, dude. This song is just so good.
You see these wounds run deep, far beyond all the physical scars you see. It's the screams of innocent children being bombed that haunt me while I sleep. It's
That's from-
racism, deportation,
from,
reproductive freedom.
That footage in the TV head, that's from not Afghanistan. Where are we? Gaza.
Gaza. Yeah.
Gaza.
Like I
Yeah.
said, man, I know it's like I made this and I was like, it still all resonates from every part of the globe, man. And it's not just here, it affects every single person in this planet, man.
Nah.
It's heavy shit.
The classification, the VA, Medicaid, dismantling the Department of Education. Who
That part is like, I'm tired of it. Love that part.
Now listen clear, we can't live in fear, for heaven and hell, they're already here. So when judgment day is upon us, God's decision is perfectly clear. Do unto others as you want to be done. You want to be king? Well, you gotta pick one. The king with a crown or the king with a dream, and believe we can be united as one. Rise like the sun, refusing to run. Our voice ricochets like shots from a gun. Our ammunition is the truth, fluently spoken through our native tongues. So gather round, brothers and sisters, there's still a war to be won.
I love that shot right there. It's like you're trying to give him a little secret. Come on.
Wow. On the money right there.
And that's literally like,
Turn the TV off.
that's literally the revolution will not be televised.
Yeah,
I leaned into that. Like I hesitated. I'm gonna be honest. I hesitated with that one. What's the button I'm looking for right there? I hesitated with that one because, like, everything felt perfect, and then that I was like, "Am I just being cheesy?" And I was like, "Nah, lean into it. Lean into it. The you can't trust what's on TV. Do your own research, please."
Multiple sources.
Yeah. There's just a lot happening, and you can't really trust TV like we used to. Like when I was a kid, it was Walter Cronkite and stuff like that. And so, like, you know, he gave you an honest point of view, and he left his opinion. You know, news all of a sudden turned into popular kids sharing their ideas and stuff, and it's just corny.
No, absolutely, man.
So I leaned into it, and Gil Scott Heron, television, the revolution will not be televised. So I said, let's go.
Yeah, man.
Let's crush this TV, and we roll out.
It's my buddy. He was man. You know what? Before I get into anything anybody else said, man, I want to thank you, man, because like you really brought this shit to life. I really, really, I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Thank you for calling, because I was excited about this. I shoehorned this one. I have a bunch of projects that I'm working on, and I was like, I opened it up, and I was like, we're gonna do this better. And then when everyone asked, it took about a week. It took about a week of just like roll up your sleeves and get to work.
Yeah, man. But that dude that did the first reaction, he's like, Thursday you called and here's the track, and then by Saturday you were like, here's the video. What are you talking about? How did that happen? We were grinding, bro. That's what happens when the vehicle is.
That's what happens when it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen.
Yeah, man. My buddy was like, "Yo, couldn't the dude at the taco truck wait to get his food?" And I'm like, "Bro, he was hungry, man. Come on, dog." And I was
That's
thinking about
what.
it.
Hey, shout out to Sean Doe. Sean Doe watched it. He goes, "I love the fact that C4 was preaching, and my man just wanted his taco."
He's like, "Boyo, me." He's scared though, bro. He's like, "What is going on?" And then it was cool because when he left and he's sitting at the table, like on the side, and I'm still spitting. He's like, "Man, I hope nothing happens to me." You know what I'm saying? Like he was just scared, bro. I'm like, "You're gonna be all right. I got you. This is what the music's about."
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But that song is just perfect. Perfect for the time. Perfect for the, like, again, like, and it's not even like what you said earlier. It's not even what the left says or what the right says. It's like, you don't think that both sides are taking advantage in their own way?
Mm.
You don't think that I'm not convinced that they're worried about the normal people.
Nah.
So
Everybody's
normal
hands are
people got to
dirty,
take
man.
care of normal people.
Oh yeah, everybody's hands are dirty, man. We're in a different tax bracket, man. They don't really give a shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it is a baton between the two sides that just play us. And you know, we are we are the majority over these dudes that think they can control everything. And we just need to
Right.
be we need to come together and not fight in pieces. You know what I'm saying?
And that's my big thing. My big thing is learning about how things work and how things are supposed to be. So then that way you're not just arguing with other people's words.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you understand the game and you understand how it's supposed to be, and then you're able to more you'll be able to argue your points better because you understand it. It's not just Fox or CNN giving you something to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why they always catch these fools on TV, these live on the man or on the street interview. You know, oh hey, what do you think about? And then they look all goofy.
Like, oh
You
shit.
know, um, like you ask someone what is liberty, and you know they won't come clean, but I will legit watch a video on this channel that says, what is liberty? Oh, it's your freedom to go out and live your life and find out who the best version of you is. That's what liberty is. So unless the people that you're voting for, unless they're co-signing to that shit, you don't need to be voting for them no more.
Right.
I don't care what side it is.
No, absolutely. Absolutely, man. They're spoon feeding you, you know, whatever they want. And there's someone that backs them all and at the same
Right.
time.
Right.
And so
But
man,
hard times make great art. That's what they say. And this is one of those, man.
yes, sir. This
Yeah.
it's you know, it's really hard to put that into perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be on on the ground floor of how big the building could be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it's like oh, it's, you know, like when I was younger, man, you or like you know, all you know, when you first pick up a pen and you write or you draw or whatever you're doing, whatever art form you're doing or whatever your passion is, you don't really know how big it can get until
Right.
it's that big. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And but you got to work and like the responses of from the track, man, I'm just like, really? I'm like, oh, cool, man. Like, I don't know, man. This is me doing music, and I don't really see it as like when you said when you heard it, and you're like, oh shit, this is, we got to. I'm like, oh hell yeah, okay, cool. Like you had to convince me to
Yeah.
that was dope again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
No,
know.
like I've been around for a long time. And I was one of those kids that would sit and listen to the older folks tell me stories.
Hmm.
Because they were telling you stories about if I was with my dad's side, I was listening to how they had to brave the ocean and or swim across Guantanamo Bay or whatever the story was, or
Hmm.
whatever the story. I got to listen to all that stuff. And then when you listen to black folks, because I grew up around black folks, you listen to them and the stories that they tell, and you're just like, oh, damn, okay. And then and then when you go and you get everything, you play the game the way that everyone says. Go get an education, and you serve the military, and you do like this, and then you go get some college, and you do all that stuff, and then you find out that the game is rigged.
Hmm. Right. Oh man, it's a squid
I'm
game.
like, oh hell no. Yep, looks like I got to make my own rules now.
Oh yeah, they change the rules as they go, man. So there's no there's no reason why we can't do the same.
Yeah. Anyway, with that, like, that's why it's important to keep your chops up and to keep creating and to keep voicing your opinion and making music like this,
Hmm.
because it's like you don't ever know what your art, whether it's a song or a drawing or something like that. I've done some goofy ass drawings, put it out there, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is my favorite," blah 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 blah. You just never know who's watching. You never know who's going to affect your art is going to affect them in which way. And for me, again, this was just like, it lined up perfectly with everything I've been trying to do with this channel. And, you know, I said this to you before, knowing you as a kid and then seeing you hustling and writing and doing all the things and then coming out with this, like I was very proud of you and that you had, this is the voice that you have developed and that you choose to use your blessings and your gifts to do something like this. It made me really proud. And it was easy for me to jump in. It was like a cannonball with this one. I didn't even check the water. I was just
Geronimo.
Cannonball.
We don't need a leap of faith. Look before you leap. You don't need to be afraid of heights.
Nope, I don't. This one hit perfectly.
So it's like my testimonial, man, is like, so like it's like, you know, the perfect way that I could put it is like my daughter, she likes to bowl, right?
Mhm.
And as she was younger, they when your kids are, or when you were younger, they put up the guardrails on you, you know, so you don't fall into the gutter. It felt like that's what God was doing for me the whole time. You know, you let me sway back and forth, left to right, and feel sometimes I hit really hard to the side, but I never fell in the gutter. You always kept me down, going down the line, right? And you know, as if you little me back then, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't write a track like this right now because I haven't
Right.
experienced it yet. So he gave me the tools back then, and he said, all right, you may not be doing the work that I want you to do, but you're going to keep working because those tools are going to be needed. So just keep sharpening tools, man, and just if you sow generously, you know, the kingdom will reap generously. And then you like you said, you never know what something's going to resonate inside somebody and spawn the next great thing. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And
Right.
hopefully, you know, this does that for one person. You know what I'm saying? But I it's ignited another passion. It's ignited the passion that's been in there, and I'm excited to see what's coming.
I'm excited to see what's coming too.
That's-
So, you guys take, it's about, you know, it's a 3.5 minute song. Take 3.5 minutes out of your day to improve it. I promise you, you're going to love this song. This song is amazing. Cefore Explosives. Let everybody know where they can find you on the internet.
I'm on TikTok at C4 Explosives, C4_explosives on Instagram, C4.explosives on Facebook. I know it gets confusing as hell, but I got a link tree
We'll
too.
put all the
Just
links.
look
We'll
me
put
up.
all the links in the description.
Just start clicking, man. You're gonna find me somewhere, man. You're gonna find me. Or I'm gonna show up on your doorstep like a Jehovah's Witness. Give you some pamphlets.
If that don't scare you. All right. And while you're here, might as well go to coconutjustice.com and get some clothes that I think would look good on you. And with that, we're out.